I like when we get to put things together. Taking them apart is fun. Wrecking things, that's always fun. Well, we don't want to wreck our motor, but dismantling is fun. But right now, we have to make sure we put our gaskets in. There's a little bit of corrosion in there. I'm going to just scrape that out. I want a good seal in there. I don't want this to be a half-assed job. All right, so we've got our outer seals in. Now we need to do our inner seals. Make sure those surfaces are nice and clean all the way around. Anything that'll keep you from bolting that head down nice and smooth is just going to create a bit of a nightmare for you. One last check to make sure everything's seated the way it's supposed to be. Those seals are in. Now we'll place our cylinder head on. Now we just insert our new water jacket gasket here. That's what I call it. I don't know what the technical term is, but it kind of seems like the proper thing to say. Install our new O-rings here. I'm going to put some Max Tough Assembly Lube on here. Now there are 2 shorter bolts in the bunch, and they go right on top of where the rave valves sit. I guess they can't get them in as low into the cylinder there. So I'm just going to lube up the heads and the threads. Kind of rise. You know, I haven't done a whole lot of engine work before. This is kind of new to me. But I'm not afraid to try it. And that's a dog eating in the background, that noise. Everybody's got to eat, I guess. I wouldn't hesitate to change a piston or pull a motor apart now. There's enough information on the internet now you can find for just about anything, which is pretty darn handy. It's $5. I paid $5 for my shop manual for this Skidoo. I got it online. It's not paper format, but I don't need a paper format. I just have my little laptop here, pull it out, find out any information I need. I'm good to go. Now there is an order for cranking these things down. You got to do it in the proper order. If you don't, you're going to mash the head one way or the other. It's not going to seat properly. You could damage something. There are specific values for torquing these down. You got to follow them. Just so you can see how this is tightened, I've marked all the numbers of the corresponding bolts that need to be tightened up. Just to give you a bit of a reference, it's not the same for every motor, but these are the values for this motor. I'm just going to tighten these down real quick. I'm going to do the same thing this time. I'm going to torque them down to 15 Newton meters, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to torque them the rest of the value to 29 Newton meters. Now I'll finish it off at 29 Newton meters, which is basically 21 foot-pounds. Well, that went very well. I'm just going to put these plugs in the holes now. I don't want anything to fall into those cylinders. Tighten them up in a little while. Now we just install our elbow for our cooling system. One screw is longer than the other, don't forget that. Tighten the elbow down to 12 Newton meters. Well, there you go. That wasn't hard at all. Pretty surprised actually the way this went. Very slick. Got to thank Greg at Jaws Performance for helping me out with the porting and the polishing, making that nice new exhaust manifold. Everything went easy peasy. I hope you learned something from this. Don't be intimidated by this kind of work. Very easy to do. You don't need to bring this to an engine shop to pop your cylinders off, change out a piston maybe, or do whatever. So I'm going to get this in the sled tomorrow. Make sure you come back, subscribe if you like my videos, hit a big thumbs up. Tell all your friends to come check out PowerModz. Thanks for watching.
Make it impossible. find me. Go on and believe it's nothing at all.